Hey, Doug Upstone here for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily, and we are going to talk some NFL football today. What we're going to talk about is the line moves, which are a number of them in various games, and then the betting trends. Now, unfortunately, the last few 2 to 3 Thursdays, or 2 to 3 times we've had this video, I've be able to look at the Thursday card and come up with something for you in terms of a free pick along with something like that. But you know what? There hasn't been any line moves, on those games. So unfortunately, nothing offering for free picks today. But we'll have plenty on Friday, 10 to 12, and plus another probably 7 or 8 at least on Saturday in the NFL. So we'll get to that in a little bit. And speaking of getting to something, hey, Vegas Pro Insider Daily, become a member, okay? $39.99 a month, get you all of my selections. Some of you might not know, I've been doing this for a while, and 21 number one finishes documented. Okay, 70 plus top 10 finishes. So that's all been very good over a good amount of time. Plus, what I've devised is wise guys plays from other sources, super systems, in-season systems, all designed to help you win more. It's not just about my picks and my ego and being fed. It's about giving you the tools to win on a consistent basis. So that's what the whole aspect of becoming a VPID member is getting all the tools you need to win each and every time you place a wager. So $39.99 a month is all you have to put out. Less expensive than one pick you'll buy any place else, including my website. So, it's a great deal. Hey, let's get to some line moves in the NFL. We're going to first take a look at Carolina and New England. Now, this one, the total has gone up from 47 to 49. And why not? New England's averaging 33 points per game and giving up over 30 as well. And the first decent offense that Carolina faced, which was New Orleans last week, they gave up 34 points. So not very good. Look at this. Carolina is 11-3 over against passing teams that average 7 or more yards per attempt. And New England is 13-4 against winning teams. Right now, 92% of bettors are on the over. Now, let's head to Dallas, where the Rams are going to pay a visit. And even though the Rams might not have many new fans in Los Angeles, in spite of how they've been playing, they are certainly attracting the attention of football bettors. They have gone from, they were +8, they've gone through the key number of 7 and are now down to +6.5 against the Cowboys. Because of how good their offense has been, scoring 40 plus, and by the way, just to let you know about this, they've scored 40 plus points in 2 games. Previous to that, they had done that one other time, scored twice, I should say, they've scored 40 points twice in a decade. Yeah, a whole decade. So, yeah, crazy, right? Total, though, has gone up also from 46 to 48 on this one. I think it makes sense that they have come down. I'm not sure that's going to be the play, but it makes sense because the Cowboys are 11-25 as home favorites since 2010. Next, we're going to have a divisional battle in the AFC South with Tennessee and Houston. Now, last week, Tennessee really took it to Seattle for basically 3.5 quarters. Seattle made a run at the end to make the score closer, but by and large, Tennessee dominated the game. Now, Houston played really well against New England, had them beat, but of course, Tom Brady performed his typical magic, and they came back and won. But bettors are looking at this game, I guess, apparently it's about wins and losses, as Tennessee has gone from -1 to -2 at Houston. Now, there's no question Tennessee has the better quarterback with Marcus Mariota. He's more experienced at this juncture, and they also have the stronger running game by, I think, about 30 yards. So, pretty significant difference there. But are you really comfortable backing a team that's 0-6 against the spread on the road after they have gained 6 or more yards per play in their last game? I'll let you decide on that one. 76% are on Tennessee to get this one done. Oh, by the way, I did forget to mention on the Dallas and Rams game, 91% of the tickets written so far are on the Rams, and 96% are on the over. So just wanted to give you that information. We have a headbuster, as per usual, with Pittsburgh and Baltimore coming ahead. Now, Pittsburgh is getting the role of the favorite here, and they've actually gone from -2 to -3. It's juggling around a little bit between that and 2.5, but essentially it's right around 3, and the total, whew, coming straight down, 45 down to 42.5. Now, both these offenses are struggling, so I can understand the total definitely coming down, and they both played really lousy last week. So, they didn't do anything right, looked terrible and getting defeated in both cases. Side, I think we'll have to wait and see on this one, but the total, Steelers are 17-5 on the road recently. Consider that 84% of the people are backing Pittsburgh and 95% are on the under. So keep a watchful eye on that. The New York Football Giants are 0-3, and they're traveling to Tampa Bay. They have no running game. Their passing game, they finally came around a little bit last week with some big plays, not unsurprisingly. The only thing I would say at this point, though, the coaches will have to work on getting Odell Beckham potty trained, or at least get papers down, so if he's going to continue his stunts in the end zone. So we'll see how that plays out. But in this one, the Giants, if that big play passing game comes to the forefront once again, bettors are considering that to be a viable commodity, taking the Giants from either +4 or 4.5 down to +3. Now, Tampa Bay's defense is really beat up, and boy, it showed last week as Case Keenum, Case Keenum of all people, hangs a 34 on the Buccaneers defense last week. Not good. So we'll have to see how that aspect of the game works for Tampa Bay. But to me, actually, I think the bigger thing is how this game is going to play out in terms against the spread. I think it's going to be what Tampa Bay's offense does against the Giants' defense. I think that's really going to be the key here. When the New York Football Giants have headed down to West Florida since 1998, they're 4-1-1 against the spread. But bettors are not really sure what to think about here. 51% are on Tampa Bay. Finally, we're going to wrap it up with the Philadelphia Eagles going to the Chargers out in L.A. or near L.A. Okay. Chargers, the frustration once again is mounting. 0-3 start. They have no home field edge, of course, playing in a soccer stadium, having a hard time selling the place out. Now, at some point, though, their offense is going to break out. So I think the Carson Chargers here are going to, I think this is a good spot for them to score some points. It's a non-conference game, which tend to be, not as much focus, or let's just say, identity for the players. Not quite the intensity. That's the word I'm looking for. Not quite the same intensity. The total has gone from 46 to 47.5. As I just said, the Chargers, I think their offense can kind of get it going. The Philly defense is nothing special, and the Philly offense, I think, can certainly score on the Chargers defense. Eagles are 8-1 over on the road off a no cover, and 86% of bettors are on the over. So, hey, that's everything I got for today, Wednesday, September the 27th. This is Doug Upstone, Vegas Pro Insider Daily. Strongly consider becoming a member for $39.99 a month. That's all it's going to get you. All it's going to cost you, and you'll be in great shape for this upcoming weekend. Hey, as of right now, good to see you once again. We'll be back on Friday. Free picks, all kinds of college football stuff for you. Until then, Doug Upstone is now out.